There is a kind of silence that only comes after chaos. Not the silence that feels lonely. Not the silence that feels empty. But the kind of silence that feels like you can finally hear yourself again. And if you've ever had your heart broken, truly broken, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. Because heartbreak is loud. It's loud in your mind, loud in your chest, loud in your memories. It's questions with no answers. It's conversations you replay over and over. It's the sound of your own voice wondering, why wasn't I enough? Heartbreak is loud, but peace is quiet. And the strange thing that no one really tells you is this. The peace you find after heartbreak will make you think twice about who you let into your life again. Because once you fight, really fight, to get your peace back, you stop handing it out so easily. In the beginning, after a heartbreak, most women are not thinking about peace. They're thinking about survival. They're thinking about how to get through the day without crying in the car, how to go to the grocery store without a memory hitting them in aisle 5, how to go to sleep without their mind replaying the last conversation, the last argument, the last lie, the last time they saw the person they thought would be in their life forever. And what makes heartbreak so painful isn't just losing the person. It's losing the version of you that existed when you believed in them. It's losing the future you had already pictured in your mind. It's losing the feeling of having someone to call, someone to tell things to, someone who knew your favorite food, your stories, your routines. When heartbreak happens, it feels like your whole life gets quiet all at once. But it's not a peaceful quiet in the beginning. It's an unfamiliar quiet. And unfamiliar quiet feels like loneliness. Until one day it doesn't. One day you wake up and realize something very strange. Your chest doesn't feel as heavy. You didn't think about them first thing in the morning. You went a few hours without checking your phone. You laughed. And it wasn't forced. And you don't even realize it at first, but what has slowly been walking into your life, very quietly, is peace. Peace doesn't kick the door down. Peace doesn't make a big announcement. Peace walks in softly, like it doesn't want to scare you. And it sits down in your life and slowly starts putting things back where they belong. Your sleep comes back. Your appetite comes back. Your sense of humor comes back. Your interests come back. Your personality comes back. You come back. And that's when everything changes. Because once you meet the version of yourself that is peaceful, you will never again feel comfortable in chaos. Let me say that again, because this is the part that changes women forever. Once you meet the version of yourself that is peaceful, you will never again feel comfortable in chaos. And that is why the peace you find after heartbreak will make you think twice about who you let into your life again. Because now, it's no longer just about love, it's about protecting your peace. See, before heartbreak, a lot of women choose based on potential, chemistry, history, attraction, or how someone makes them feel in the moment. But after heartbreak, you start choosing based on how someone makes you feel over time. Do they bring confusion or clarity? Do they bring anxiety or calm? Do they bring pressure or peace? Do they bring inconsistency or stability? Because what heartbreak teaches you, if you really learn the lesson, is that love that costs you your peace is too expensive. And some of the most beautiful women in the world are single not because they can't find someone, but because they are no longer willing to lose themselves. They are no longer willing to lose their sleep, no longer willing to lose their sanity, no longer willing to lose their self-respect, no longer willing to lose their progress, no longer willing to lose their peace. Heartbreak changes your standards in a way that nothing else can. Not in a bitter way, not in a "I hate men" way, not in a "I'm never loving again" way, but in a calm, quiet, observant way. You start watching behavior more than words. You start noticing consistency more than promises. You start paying attention to how your body feels around someone. You start leaving at the first red flag instead of the 10th. You stop trying to convince people to love you correctly. You stop trying to prove your worth. You stop volunteering to be misunderstood. Because peace will teach you something that pain never could. Not everyone deserves access to you. And that is a hard lesson for women who love deeply, who care deeply, who see the good in people, who are loyal, who are patient, who are forgiving. But one of the most powerful things a woman can learn after heartbreak is this. Just because you love someone does not mean they are good for you. Just because you miss someone does not mean you should go back. Just because someone comes back does not mean they deserve access to you again. Because access to you is access to your peace. And your peace is not cheap. Your peace cost you nights of crying. It cost you days of silence. It cost you walking away when you didn't want to. It cost you starting over. It cost you letting go of someone you thought was your forever. It cost you rebuilding yourself from the ground up. Peace is expensive. And expensive things are not given away for free. So when you finally reach the point where you can sit in your home, in your car, or on your bed, and feel calm, and feel safe, and feel okay by yourself, that is not loneliness, that is peace. And peace will make you raise your standards without saying a word. You will start to realize that you are not looking for butterflies anymore. You are looking for stability. You are not looking for someone who just excites you. You are looking for someone who respects you. You are not looking for someone who just texts you. You are looking for someone who shows up. You are not looking for someone who says, "I love you." You are looking for someone who proves it in how they treat you on a random Tuesday when nothing special is happening. Because real love is not found in big moments. Real love is revealed in small, consistent moments over time. And heartbreak teaches you to watch the small things. It teaches you to watch how someone talks to you when they're angry. It teaches you to watch how someone handles your boundaries. It teaches you to watch how someone apologizes. It teaches you to watch how someone shows up when it's inconvenient. It teaches you to watch what someone does when they think you won't leave. Heartbreak sharpens your vision. You stop looking at who someone could be and start looking at who they are. And the most beautiful part about the peace after heartbreak is this: you are no longer afraid to walk away. Before, you were afraid of losing them. Now, you are afraid of losing yourself. Before, you were afraid of being alone. Now, you are afraid of being in the wrong relationship. Before, you were afraid of starting over. Now, you are afraid of repeating the same lesson. That is growth. That is healing. That is wisdom. And wisdom makes you move differently. You stop telling everyone everything. You stop ignoring red flags. You stop explaining your boundaries. You stop chasing closure. You stop trying to be the cool girl. You stop overgiving to prove your value. You stop shrinking to keep someone. You stop negotiating your worth. Because once you find peace, you realize something that changes the way you date forever. Peace feels better than almost love. Read that again. Peace feels better than almost love. Peace feels better than inconsistency. Peace feels better than confusion. Peace feels better than wondering where you stand. Peace feels better than crying yourself to sleep. Peace feels better than begging for the bare minimum. Peace feels better than loving someone who doesn't love you the same way. Peace becomes your new standard. And the right person will not destroy your peace. They will add to it. They will not make you anxious. They will not make you question yourself. They will not make you feel like you are hard to love. They will not make you feel like you are asking for too much. The right person will feel like peace, not like a roller coaster. But here's the part no one talks about. When you finally find peace, you will think twice before letting anyone get close to you again. Not because you are bitter, not because you are cold, not because you are stuck in the past, but because you now understand the value of what you have. You understand how hard it was to rebuild yourself. You understand how long it took to stop crying. You understand how much strength it took to walk away. You understand how much healing it took to forgive. You understand how much growth it took to be okay alone. So now, anyone who enters your life has to be an addition to your peace, not a disruption to it. And that changes everything. You start moving slower. You start observing more. You start asking different questions. You start trusting actions more than words. You start paying attention to patterns. You start choosing yourself without guilt. And one day you will realize that heartbreak didn't just break you. It introduced you to yourself. It introduced you to your strength. It introduced you to your boundaries. It introduced you to your worth. It introduced you to your resilience. It introduced you to your ability to survive something you thought you never would. Heartbreak, as painful as it is, has a strange gift hidden inside of it. It clears out the people who were not meant to stay. It clears out the version of you that accepted less than you deserved. It clears out the illusion of what you thought love was supposed to be. And in that empty space, you find yourself. You find your strength. You find your voice. You find your standards. You find your peace. And once you find that peace, you will never again allow someone to come into your life and treat you in a way that makes you lose yourself. You will love again, yes. But you will love differently. You will love with boundaries. You will love with self-respect. You will love with awareness. You will love without abandoning yourself. You will love without ignoring red flags. You will love without trying to fix someone. You will love without shrinking yourself. You will love as a whole person, not as a half looking for someone to complete you. And that is the difference between a woman who has never had her heart broken, and a woman who has healed from heartbreak. One loves with innocence, the other loves with wisdom. And wisdom does not rush. Wisdom observes. Wisdom listens. Wisdom watches. Wisdom chooses carefully, because she knows what it costs to rebuild her peace. And she is not willing to lose it again for the wrong person. So if you are in the season after heartbreak, and your life feels quiet, and you are alone more, and you are thinking more, and you are healing more, and you are slowly finding peace, you are not losing in life, you are rebuilding in life. And one day, you will sit in your quiet home with your quiet mind and your healed heart and your peaceful life. And you will realize something. Heartbreak didn't ruin me. It refined me. It taught me who I am. It taught me what I deserve. It taught me what I will never tolerate again. It taught me that my peace is priceless. And now, anyone who wants to be in my life must be gentle with me. They must be honest with me. They must be consistent with me. They must be kind to me. They must be peaceful for me. Because I fought too hard to become this version of myself to lose her again. And that is why the peace you find after heartbreak will make you think twice about who you let into your life again. Not everyone deserves access to you. Not everyone deserves your story. Not everyone deserves your love. And not everyone deserves your peace. Choose carefully next time. Not from pain, not from fear, but from peace. Because a peaceful life is a beautiful life. And the right person will never ask you to trade your peace for their presence. If this video spoke to you, it's because you didn't just watch this. You lived this. This channel is a safe place for women who are healing, growing, and choosing peace over chaos. If that's you, subscribe to this channel so you don't have to go through this journey alone. And if no one has told you today, you are healing, you are growing, and you are going to be okay. Thanks for watching.